Please select a mission. Deploying.
Target is Angola's Mfinda oil field, upstream from the landing point. A spill has covered the whole area and crude. A pipeline that crosses the Muneni River failed, and now the shore's a mess. Not to mention the villages downstream have no drinking water. To the pipeline from that facility. Taking it out should end the leak. The client this time is an environmental NGO. Destroy the facility. Stop that leak. This may seem like straight-up philanthropy, but there's another reason we agreed to it. The Mfinda oil field was outdated, abandoned. Then the rebel group Unida moved in, taking it upon themselves to kickstart operations. Unita's been rapidly modernizing its arsenal. Rumor has it someone's been selling them U.S. military hardware. Intel's analysis suggests the brokers of Franca, ciphers. Keeping tabs on United can tell us who's pulling its strings.
Please select a mission. Unit dispatched.
Exploitation, tribal clashes. What's big business for developed countries has only brought conflict here. That mess you're standing in is just the latest example.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Analysis complete.
That searchlight's manually operated. Though they're members of UNITA, those locals have been hired by CFA, the South African PF, and they're communicating through Afrikaans, an official language of the country.
Analysis.
We'll need someone with the Afrikaans interpreter skill to understand what they're saying. You've arrived at Massa Village. It's been turned into a supply hub for UNITA, meaning it'll be stocked with weapons and resources. Should be a thing or two that'll come in handy. Don't be shy. They deserve to be in better hands.
The map has been updated. Please select a mission. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Analysis complete. Marker placed.
Kijk eens of iemand hier gekomen is. Hier is scannen.
CP, dat is Delta 9. All is good. Maar daar is geen teken van die vijand. Oor. Dat is CP, begrijp. Alleen hier gewaarschuwd. Die vijand krijgt werkgevers. Vind hulle uit.
You have arrived at your destination.
CP, dat is Delta 3. Geen teken van die vijand. Ons staak is zoektocht. Oor. Dat is CP, begrijp. Wees verraad. Meneer Lemping, geen uit.
Made it past the village. Continue heading for the oil facility. It's located upriver. That's African peach. The shape of its petals gives it the nickname the pincushion. It's used in local traditional medicine as a pain reliever and tranquilizer.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence.
That's a Nubian goat.
The map has
It's
been
a dairy breed whose milk is ideal for cheese production. It's also butchered for meat, but don't get any ideas. Is the property of Saner, South African Natural Resources. Saner drills oil wells wherever they can throughout that region. And when the oil dries up, they abandon the facility. Then it's only a matter of time before the aging equipment starts leaking crude. That means United's takeover is the perfect cover for Saner. Now they can blame the spill on a bunch of oil thieves. However you look at it, Saner's far from squeaky clean.
have arrived at your destination.
There it is. The oil facility. To stop the leak, you need to shut down the oil transfer pump and destroy the oily water separator tank. The details are on your iDroid. That's the oily water separator tank. One of the targets. Take it out.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Enemy presence detected. The map has analysis complete.
Boss, get down. The enemy sniper. Stay low and crawl along the ground. That should enable you to sneak past enemies.
Zeer de Syrian. Onbekende gebiedskutter. Oorsprong onbekend. Oor. Dat is CP, begrijp. Alleen herinner. Hou vast en vind enige indrukkers. Uit.
Caution, rain approaching.
Snake, talk to me! Snake!
Boss, destroy the oil facility and stop the flow of oil. To prevent the machinery being turned back on again, you need to turn off the oil transfer pump and destroy the oily water separator tank. Check the details on your iDroid.
Analysis complete.
Boss, get down. The enemy sniper. Stay low and crawl along the ground. That should enable you to sneak past enemies.
Analysis.
That's the oily water separator tank. One of the targets. Take it out.
Alles gespannen, das sind wir. Anfangspositie. Alle Eenheden, Anfangspositie.
Caution. Rain approaching.
There it is. The oil facility. To stop the leak, you need to shut down the oil transfer pump and destroy the oily water separator tank. The details are on your iDroid.
Analysis complete.
CP de Zulu 4. Zag verloren op vijand. Speed laatste punt. Zulu 4, de CP. Of wordt gedeelte moet hier over steken. Hoor. De Zulu 1, copy. Blijf voor mortieraanval. Hoi. CP de Zulu 4. Zag verloren op vijand. Speed laatste punt van contact. Hoor. De CP, begrijp. Wees op je uitkijk bij die erge beweging. Uit. CP de Zulu 4. Vijand bij de zag. Zoek nou. Hoor. De CP, begrijp. Zoek in elke hoek. Hulle moet iewers wees. Uit. HK. De CP. Ons het die vijand ingetrek, maar contact verloren na het kruisvuur. Vijand kan nog iewers daarby wegkruip. Adviseer waaksaamheid. Hoor.
anti-air radar. Neutralize that, and our choppers can breathe a little easier.
Development complete.
Destroyed their anti-air radar? It wasn't one of the targets, but that's put a hole in their air surveillance. The chopper will be able to get in close now. You can designate a landing zone near the outpost.
Approaching.
Louis, dit is Sylvia. Geef mij een opzomming. Hoor. Koffie jij. Kom in. Alles roepen. Dit is Sylvia. Wat is de situatie? Alle eenheden staan bij.
Please select a mission.
CP, dit is Zulu 4. Tekens van vijandige activiteit. Versterk securiteit. Oor. Dit is CP, begrijp. Besmet die omgeving. Uit.
Unit dispatched. Select unit.
CP, dit is Delta 4. Bedreiging gewaar. Gaan op gereedheid. Oor. Dit is CP, begrijp. Hou jullie oor op. Uit.
Select unit. Staff assigned. Please select a mission. Unit dispatched.
There's the transfer pump control room. The emergency stop button is probably inside it. Bodies? Why? Oil transfer pump shutoff confirmed.
At the base.
Next, destroy the oily water separator tank. That'll ensure they can never use the facility again.
Pierre, Zulu 4. Ons het 'n lykie. Wees op die uitkyk van Ingles. Oor. CP, begryp. Verder verlies is onaanvaarbaar. Hou julle oor oop. Uit. Delta 9, wat voor? Kom in, Delta 9. Ons het 'n situasie. Alle eenhede, staan by. CP, dis Zulu 1. Onder aanval vanuit 'n onbekende posisie. Oor. CP, begryp. Wees waaksaam en redelik veiligheid. Uit.
Destroy that separator tank. You'll need to use explosives. Got any C4?
CP, dis Zulu 2. Ons het reeds die gebied bespreek. Ons kon iemand vind nie. Oor.
updated.
HK. Dat zit hier. Ons het die fans aangetrek maar contact verloren na het kruisvuur. Vijand kan nog iewers naby wegkruip. Adresseer vaaksaam mee. Hoor.
Exfiltrated.
That's it. You've made it out of the hot zone. No sign of the enemy. Mission complete, boss.
Development project has been added.
Mission complete, boss. Boss, we took another look into Sainer, the owner of the oil field. They were behind what happened. They hired the PF, not United. They restarted the facility all the while pretending they were the victims. One other thing. Sainer's Johannesburg head office is just a room in a multi-tenant building. Company's essentially non-existent. 3 years ago, that investment fund stepped in and started gutting it through a series of mergers and sell-offs, and get this. The fund itself no longer exists either. It's a shell corporation, meaning someone is just using Sainer's name from the shadows. But what about those strange corpses? Just what the hell were they doing over there?
Hey! Snake! I've customized a walker gear just for you. It features a silent running system, great for infiltration missions, and you can also summon it to your location. I've taken the liberty of calling it the D-Walker. It's armed with a suppressed tranquilizer gun. If you want to add other weaponry or upgrade the chassis, give the order from your iDroid.
Side ops list updated.
Boss, I've updated the mission list.
Mission list
We
updated.
received a new job offer. It doesn't seem connected to Cypher or Skullface at all. But if it goes well, we may get an Afrikaans interpreter. The details are on your iDroid.
Please select a mission. Mission accepted. The map has been updated. Please specify a project. Please select a mission. Please specify a project.
Several high-level British CFA officials are being held by their Afrikaner colleagues. One of these prisoners is the rescue target, a guy known as the Viscount. The target's location is unknown, but they're bound to have an interpreter present when they interrogate him. We've used info from the intel unit to predict the interpreter's location. It's on your iDroid. Follow the interpreter and extract the target when you find him.
Analysis complete. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Weather will clear shortly. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. You have arrived at your destination. Analysis complete.
Found the interpreter.
Updated.
Now follow him to the target.
Analysis complete.
If you're going to use a weapon, be careful not to draw the enemy's attention. The CFA are all business. Hard to believe they're interrogating their own. Situation must be worse than we thought. Make a wrong move, and they could kill the target without warning. Afrikaans is the lingua franca for mercs in that area. If you're going to get any information from interrogations, you'll need an interpreter. But don't extract the interpreter just yet. If he doesn't turn up, they won't be able to do the interrogation. If they then decide the target's no longer any use to them, they won't hesitate to kill him.
Analysis complete.
Stop!
That's not the target. Orders are only the Viscount gets rescued.
Complete.
Can't understand why he'd receive special treatment, but I don't imagine it'll be a problem to save the other prisoners too.
This is your last chance.
Die MPLA se olieveldregte. Waar
Marker
het die inligting
placed.
vandaan gekom?
For MPLA's oilfield rights, where did you get this information?
I hope. I only know it was an anonymous source.
Dit was 'n anonieme bron.
Moenie poepel van.
You're not fooling anybody.
Ask any of the others.
You have arrived at your destination. Sun will rise momentarily.
If you run into trouble, give us a call. We may be able to offer some advice. That prisoner you extracted wasn't the target, but we did get some information. Seems the prisoners aren't held together, and the cells and interrogation rooms are separate places. Boss. Well, we'll just have to interrogate him to find out where the target is.
The map has been
Boss,
updated.
the interpreter didn't know the target's location.
Extraction
He did tell us where the
arrived.
interrogations are conducted, but they won't start before nightfall.
Unit
So if they get
function
suspicious, now that the interpreter's gone, they could kill the target before then. Hurry up and find him.
Extraction arrived.
Interrogate him. Find out what he knows.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Marker placed. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. You have arrived at your destination. Caution, rain approaching. Marker placed.
Buddy!
Boss, with that panic going on, they could decide to kill the target. Hurry. That prisoner wasn't the target either. We got some more information, though. They're going to interrogate the target at night.
Marker removed.
Gebied laatste punt van contact. Oor. Er is CP, begrijp. Onderzoek die area. Maar blij op jullie hoede.
Marker placed.
Hey, quit kidding around. Snake?
You won't be able to follow the interpreter anymore. You'll have to find the target on your own. If you're going to use a weapon, be careful not to draw the enemy's attention.
Analysis complete.
Boss, the interpreter didn't know the target's location. He did tell us where the interrogations are conducted, but they won't start before nightfall. Though if they get suspicious, now that the interpreter's gone, they could kill the target before then. Hurry up and find him. Interrogate him. Find out what he knows.
Marker placed. Caution. Rain. Marker placed. Prisoner has died.
Boss, one of the prisoners has been killed. But we don't know if it was a target or not. Hurry up and ID the target. Decide to kill the target. Hurry.
Snake, are you okay? Snake!
You won't be able to follow the interpreter anymore. You'll have to find the target on your own. If you're going to use a weapon, be careful not to draw the enemy's attention. Interrogate him. Find out what he knows.
Zullian, dat is Sibje. Wat heeft instructie op die prizonier? Vraag ontslaaf van die
Caution.
prizonier zoals per
Rain
handleden.
approaching.
Vraag ontslaaf van die prizonier.
Prisoner has died.
Boss, one of the prisoners has been killed. But we don't know if it was a target or not. Hurry up and ID the target.
Marker placed. Analysis. You have arrived at your destination.
Sibje is Delta 9. Hij is omgevlogen, maar kan hij die vijand zien? Over.
placed.
Rain. Sound of rainfall should help to mask your footsteps.
Analysis complete. Marker removed. Marker placed. Marker placed. You have arrived at your destination. Marker placed. You have arrived at your destination. You have arrived at your destination. The map has been updated.
This is a list of prisoner detainment locations.
The map has been updated. Marker placed. Marker removed. Marker placed. Analysis complete.
Hey, you! Please help me.
That's not the target. Orders are only the Viscount gets rescued. Can't understand why he'd receive special treatment, but I don't imagine it'll be a problem to save the other prisoners too. That prisoner wasn't the target either. We got some more information though. They're going to interrogate the target at night.
Removed. Mother base. You have arrived. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Is that him? Take a good look at that face. That looks like the target.
Updated. Mission info has been updated. The map has been updated.
Target extraction confirmed. Get yourself out of the hot zone, by chopper or by land. It's your choice.
Mission info has been updated. The map has been updated. Exfiltrated.
That's it. You've made it out of the hot zone. No sign of the enemy. Mission complete, boss.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Yes, mission complete. Boss, that was exceptional. Boss, one of the other British prisoners filled us in about the Viscount. It turns out he's a real two-faced son of a bitch. He was planning to secure the MPLA's oil field rights for himself in exchange for swapping the CFA's alliance from the anti-government United rebels to the state-backed MPLA. He hid this from the Afrikaners, but once he thought the jig was up, he tried to pin it on the other British personnel and take off. The Afrikaners captured him, and that was when he asked us to rescue him, and only him. I'll throw him in the brig for now, but we may have to be extra persuasive with this one. By the way, boss, we got some interesting news out of our friend the Viscount. He mentioned that more than a few PFs in the region have purchased walker gears. The CFA's the same. That's Soviet Army technology, and it's still a prototype. Only Cypher could be leaking it to the PFs. But the question is, why?
Side ops
Boss,
list.
one of the latest missions to come in is connected to the walker gears. This could be our chance to close in on Cypher. Take a look at your mission list.
Please select a mission. Please select a mission. Unit dispatched. Please specify a project. Development project has been added. Please select a mission. Unit dispatched. a landing zone, heading to Mother Base.
Boss, I need to talk to you about this. Quiet. Can you meet me at her cell here on the base? Whenever's fine. Thanks.
She, refuses to wear clothes. The last staff member who tried to dress her, breathing through tubes. Other than that, she's completely cooperative. She understands English. She never speaks, sweats, or breathes.
What?
Well, not with lungs, at least. She breathes through her skin. Clothing would suffocate her. Showers are okay. She can't be submerged.
What's wrong with her?
She's drinking.
She's okay?
She's okay. She just can't move when she's taking in water. Look. See that? She hasn't eaten a thing since she got here.
She doesn't eat either?
Never. It's photosynthesis.
Photosynthesis. That's the verdict from the medical staff.
No, jury's still out. It's the only explanation for what we've seen. The group had a man with that ability in its Cobra unit. And we don't think she's contagious, but some of the staff can't stomach her. It's starting to affect morale.
Can't you send her on a mission?
By herself? No. But as you know, she does have skill. Why not take her out on one of your missions? She seems so like you. Of course, only if you think she'll be useful. Next time you go out, you keep her in mind.
Side op completed. Please select a mission. Please select landing zone.
Roger.
This is B-Squad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Squad. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude.
Looks like you've gotten used to working with Quiet. I don't see a problem with giving her some new weapons. I've already talked it over with the R&D team.
Unit function added.
Being a scout sniper, there are two tasks you can give Quiet. The first is to infiltrate an outpost ahead of you and scout out the enemy's positions. The second is to send her to a sniping position and have her cover your infiltration. The kind of sniper support she'll provide will depend on whether you give her. Of course, this is all assuming she's willing to follow orders.
Please select a landing zone. Heading to Afghanistan. Please select a strike point. Support helicopter requested.
Hey, quit kidding around. Snake? Snake!
Please select a strike point. Support helicopter requested. Please select a drop point. Supplies requested. Supply drop complete. Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Marker placed. Please select a landing zone. Heading to Mother Base.
call that thing Sahelanthropus? Where does the name come from?
Well, several years ago, an excavation team discovered a hominid skull in the Sahel region.
Central Africa. The Southern Sahara.
Cypher gave the specimen the name Sahelanthropus, Man of Sahel. And then they covered the whole thing up.
Why?
They probably wanted to monopolize information about human evolution to have a head start in their genetic research. At least, until they had an idea of what they'd found.
It was that big of a discovery, huh?
Sahelanthropus was a gracile hominid, estimated to have lived about 7 million years ago. What's significant about it is how its skull's foramen magnum faces down. In other words, its spinal column supported its head from underneath.
It stood upright.
Right. Which would mean Sahelanthropus walked upright 3 million years before Australopithecus, making it the world's oldest human species.
Welcome back.
Walking upright. I get it. Hence the name Sahelanthropus for your machine.
Walking upright was the decisive difference between our ancestors and other anthropoids. Our brains could get heavier once they were supported by the spinal column. That led to the use of tools and the development of complex communication through language. Only man is capable of this. My creation will be the progenitor of all bipedal weapon platforms.
And you did this for Cypher?
No, not at all. Sahelanthropus is the best proof that I never betrayed you guys.
What do you mean?
The reconstructed Sahelanthropus skull looked exactly like the skull we used in our logo 9 years ago in the Caribbean.
An army without a nation. Outside the world order.
The design was based on Pangaea, the supercontinent that existed 250 million years ago, right?
Yeah. When the world was a single landmass. That concept's at the source of our strength.
I felt the same way about Sahelanthropus. Sure, I was forced to build it under their orders, but I always wanted to put its technology back in our hands someday. That's the reason I incorporated the old insignia into Sahelanthropus' name. Don't you see? That's how much I was thinking about you guys.
Oh, I see, all right. I see someone desperate to cover his ass. You can say whatever you want after the fact. But that skull also symbolizes somebody else. Skullface.
Snake, you finally came. Just don't record this, okay?
I'm not recording anything. What's this about?
What I'm about to say stays between you and me. It's about the weapon to surpass Metal Gear. Do you know a researcher by the name of Clark? He works in the biotech industry. Real advanced stuff. His area is bioengineering, but lately he's also gotten into genetic research.
Heard of him.
Well then, what do you know about cloning?
I think I've heard enough.
Hold on, this is important. Cloning lets you create a genetic copy of an organism. You take the nucleus of one of its cells, and you swap it with the nucleus of an unfertilized egg from another member of the same species. They started out working with plants, but since then they've had success with other organisms, including mammals. It's a hot area for a lot of places right now. Corporations, universities, research groups. There's no shortage of scientists out to get famous and patent their work, with morality taking a back seat.
Isn't that a little outside your field?
It's got nothing to do with my research. But I thought it might be of interest to you. Cloning, and Dr. Clark, I mean.
Go on.
Now, this is really highly classified stuff, but I've heard that an American biotech company has successfully cloned a human being. What's more, it happened over 10 years ago, and the researcher behind it was Dr. Clark. You've really never heard of him?
I don't meet many doctors.
This Dr. Clark is a complete ghost, even to others in his field. His age, where he comes from, that might not be his real name. And I can't even say for sure he's he. Clark's employer, ATGC, its company motto is embracing your hopes, preserving talent.
What does this have to do with me?
Cypher. Dr. Clark works for ATGC, and they have connections to DARPA. Cypher couldn't function without the communications network DARPA's built. Meaning, Cypher has to be a part of the Pentagon. Or at least, the two are joined at the hip. DARPA is a driving force behind human cloning. It's a pretty high priority project for them. And this Dr. Clark, some say he's a pivotal player in Cypher. But that's not all. Every cell nucleus in an organism contains the genetic information for that organism. Think of it as a blueprint for life. Clark appears to be working on how to decode this information and rearrange it at will. If you could do that, it would mean being able to custom design human beings for specific purposes. Can you believe that? Suppose for a moment that this is all fact. A man of your talents, if your genetic information died with you, that would be a terrible loss for mankind. But what if mankind could preserve you for future generations by cloning you?
All right, enough. I get the idea.
Please
Look,
select a mission.
I know it's inductive reasoning, but this weapon to surpass Metal Gear they're developing in Africa, I believe it's something that uses this new technology. Speaking as a fellow scientist, it chills me to the bone.
That's rich coming from you.
If genes serve as our blueprint, then I wonder if they include an impulse that drives us to tweak the design. Can you imagine that? Genes, encoded with information that wants its children to decode it. Is life itself putting the direction of our next evolution in the hands of scientists? I guess it would take some real arrogance to believe that. And yet, it could be what Cypher's after.
I think you're barking up the wrong tree. But that was an interesting story. It'd make a good movie.
You have to believe me.
Where'd you hear all this anyway?
Where? I just overheard it in bits and pieces while I was forced to do that research for them.
Right.
Wait a minute. Look, I want to help you. I want to be of service here. I'm risking my life with this.
Is that so? Maybe it's time we brought someone else into the conversation.
No, not him. Not Ocelot. You can't do this.
Hard to believe how many of those bipedal weapons have popped up around Africa. When did that start?
No more than 6 months ago. Didn't really hit me until I came here.
They're not supposed to be in use yet. Emmerich says they were still doing the last round of fine-tuning.
The doctor has no idea. His research has already hit the black market. Both sides of the Iron Curtain will have it by now. Even so, they're spreading much too fast. Sure, the Walker gears can operate in any terrain. Their mobility's just as good in the jungle as it is in the desert. That would come in handy in a place like Africa. They are modules that can one day be used as nuclear weapon systems. And with that in mind, the numbers are way too large. There must be another reason they're so widespread.
Like what?
It's all about needs. To small-time outfits like most of these private forces, this product is a dream come true. Hell, it goes beyond PFs. This is the ultimate weapon, the forbidden fruit, for anyone with an enemy to fight and people to defend.
The nuclear deterrent.
Exactly. Sounds familiar, huh? PFs are all operating off your playbook. You created these times. But could this be the new weapon in Africa that Emmerich talked about? If it is, why is Cypher letting everyone and his brother get their hands on one? What comes next? Selling nuclear weapons to the open? Making them public property?
Why don't they give that a try? Then the next war really will be fought with sticks.
Right. The man we're dealing with isn't foolish enough to make a suicide pact with the world.
So, what is Cypher really up to?
Assignment complete. Please specify a project.